Live from the Gardner's Veteran Skating Rink, FATV presents coverage of Hockey Night in Gardner. Tonight, something a little bit different as we're here from the Veteran Skating Rink in Gardner as the Red Raiders of Fitchburg Monty Tech take on the Wildcats of Gardner on their home ice. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Daniel Bolak. Happy to have you along with us here today for what should be a very interesting matchup. I can't remember the last time we did a game on FATV live from outside the Fitchburg, Leominster area, but that's what we've gone and done today. We've got ice hockey here for you, the lone true road game for the Red Raiders this season. All their other contests at the Wallace Civic Center, but this one is not. And we're going to get right to business. No starting lineups, no national anthem. We're just going to get right at it. Tell you the starting goaltenders for these two teams. For Gardner, Mark Quinn is in goal. Played at least 14 games last year. Goals against a little over 6, save percentage around .850, but this was a Gardner team that struggled immensely to a 1-19 record last season. And they're hoping to improve on it here in the short season. Meanwhile, the former Wildcat Spencer McCrillis gets the nod on the other end for Fitchburg Monty Tech. Puck is down and we are underway here from Gardner. The Wildcats in the home white uniforms will go left to right. The Red Raiders in the road dark red uniforms will go right to left in this contest. We're up the near side, Colin Hines. As it knocked off a stick by Philip Quinn, one of the more senior players on this Wildcat team, has been a varsity player 5 years. Shot from the right side boards, taken there by Tyler Salafia, is stopped by Quinn. No shot on goal counter today because there is no shot on goal board here at the Veterans Skating Rink. So I'm just going to be keeping track on my own sheet myself, and we're going to have to hope that adds up as best it can. But already you saw the first shot of the game for the Red Raiders. Now Gardner, as we mentioned last year, 1-19. It's a shot through traffic, deflects wide to the left. Sam Jaramillo. Around trying to push it towards goal. There was Jacob Pruno. His goals in consecutive games for the Red Raiders. That's dumped in. It'll be covered by McCrillis. Wasn't on target, but he'll get on top of that one for a draw 59 seconds in. With a few seconds ticking off after I looked away. So minute 2 in. 2 22.5-minute halves here in Pod 2 this season. The draw comes to the left of McCrillis, won by the Wildcats, shot through traffic. That goes off the stick of Nick Stone, the captain of this Wildcat squad. Looks like he deflected a little wide there, delayed offside against the Red Raiders. They can't touch. One thing to note here is this is a short rink here in Gardner, only 185 feet long, as opposed to the standard 200 that you see as the NHL and international standard, and the standard that you see at the Civic Center. So teams can get up the ice a lot quicker here in this building. As Jaramillo brings it up on the left side, has his pocket picked by Stone. Now up the right side, Jeff Osaskis trying to get the shot off. Couldn't get a whole lot on it. Now skating up the near side, Ryan Lieneberry. Shot deflects up into the netting and out of play. The netting that surrounds this entire building makes things a bit interesting. We'll have a draw to one side of Mark Quinn. Quinn with at least 14 games played. There were a few that weren't tracked. But he took the starting job last year over Alex Lafreniere, who was the senior netminder. Quinn doing that as just an 8th grader. Already playing impressively in goal. Gets the starting job for this season. 2 other netminders on the team, Koen Veyu and Matt Daigle, both freshmen as well. Trying to bring up the left side. Here's one of the Wildcats, whose number is escaping me at the moment. That's actually Jason Igman. As Lieneberry tries to get a shot off, not much on that. Just one shot on target thus far. Red Raiders tried to change that. That pass up intercepted by Boucher, now taken by the Red Raiders as Robillard sends it back in, and the Red Raiders will change lines. And a turnover there, a shot by Quinn there. Hines with the intercept. taken again, top of the right circle. Another shot goes just wide to the right of Quinn. Now Boucher will try to skate it up for the Wildcats. Immediately closed off there by Jaramillo. Hines with some nifty moves. The zone surrounded by everybody. Flipped it off. Pushed towards goal. Quinn will cover. 19:24 to go. First period, no score. Gardner, led by third-year head coach Scott Frenier, is able to lead the Wildcats to their first victory since 2015 last season. They got a 3-2 win over Greater Lowell Neshoba Tech. Their first victory on the ice. There was a forfeiture mixed in all of that between 2015 and 2020. And the last team they'd beaten before that Griffins team they took down last year was Hopedale, a team we saw last week here on FATV. Hopedale's a lot better, though, than they were then. Been in the neutral zone. Zelled on the far side boards by Ty Burdett. Has it stolen away. Backhand shot stopped by. Saved there by Quinn. Red Raiders with 3 shots by my count. None yet for the Wildcats, but still a lot of hockey to be played. This game not even 4 minutes old. Do we have a shot on goal, boys, there? Didn't even realize that that popped up there, so I'll have to pay attention to that. Robillard plays it hard off the boards, but out of the reach of the recipient. And they'll all go all the way down for an icing. Just magically appeared as I looked down, and that's really neat. So we have a draw to the right of McCrillis. He's faced just the 1 shot thus far. Red Raiders win the draw, quickly skated up ice. On the right side, Bruno, bad angle shot, shouldered away by Quinn. Battling for the rebound. Red Raiders trying to come up with it. Gardner just trying to get it out of the zone. It's the Wildcats' first game of the season. The first 2 contests against Littleton Bromfield and Oakmont both postponed. It's another shot. That's sticked away by Quinn. Up the near side comes Kyle Gendron. Throws it around the boards, where the Red Raiders will try to keep control of it. Shot deflects wide. Bruno had the shot there for Fitchburg Monty Tech. Now back into the defensive zone, where Wyatt Peters will knock it along. I've been noticing a lot of the 3rd and 4th lines getting rollout here for the Red Raiders thus far. I think they know, because this Gardner team has struggled so much in recent years, that it's not worth sending the big guns out to start this contest, as Weeby tries to take a shot from the right side. Knocked down in front. Broussard out to the left side corner for Lienaberry. Now for Peters. Across to the right point, Peter Stevens. Weeby trying to protect the puck. Broussard there as well for the Red Raiders. The right circle. Now Broussard gets it back. Looking for somewhere to go. So much traffic there. Can't try the bad angle shot. Just throw it around the boards to the left side. Matt Marshall will knock it down the ice, and icing will be called. 16:50 to go in the first. And there is that Wildcat coaching staff there. Scott Frenier. It's not unusual for a coach to be a teacher as well, but for Scott Frenier, he's not a teacher at Gardner High School. He's a history teacher at Burncoat in Worcester. It's very interesting to see. Now Hines, left circle, shot goes off a leg. To the left wing corner. Boucher will dig it out, can't get it out of the zone. Max Bolak will settle on that, spin it around the boards. Now the reach to Jaramillo, now stretch pass for Boucher out of his reach. Goes back to the defensive blue line for the Red Raiders. Line-to-line pass out of the reach of Hines, pinballing around. Now back into the left wing corner in Gardner territory as Colin Hines tries to protect against the boards. A couple Wildcats coming there to wreak havoc. Hines trying to get it back behind the net. Bodied into the boards by Matt Marshall. Now here's Bolak on the near side. Spins around to avoid. Tries to center for a one-timer for Hines in the slot. That was a bit offline. The Gardner stick got in the way of that. Stevens stretches up near side to Bolak. Soft touch out of the reach of Jaramillo, and it was offside anyway. That pass misses everybody, goes all the way down for icing. 15:32 to go in the first half, no score. Shots 7-1 in favor of the Red Raiders. You see the Red Raider bench there. Steve Lowney, 15th season as the head coach of this Red Raider side. Officials did not like the face-off there. 7 minutes gone in this contest. Yes, Gardner, as we've talked about, 1-19 last season. Got that elusive victory. Came close in a couple other games as well. There was a game in particular against Oakmont. They lost 2-1, in which Mark Quinn was asked to make over 50 saves in the contest. Down the right circle, trying to find Jaramillo on the doorstep, but just out of his reach. Jaramillo try again, look for a redirected front from Cooper Hall. Nothing going there. As Quinn is able to cover for a draw. Faceoff will come to the right of Quinn. Mr. Gendron tries to skate it up ice. A pass out to the far side for Drew St. Peter. A couple of Red Raiders there to dispossess. Shot through traffic, goes just a bit offline. Gendron with another shot saved by McCrillis. Hasn't been tested that much tonight. The night is still young for this Wildcat side. Stevens carrying it up the right side and around the boards to the near side corner. Pass across for St. Peter. And nudged out of the zone. Wildcats will use the time to change. 14:25 to go first half. Still no score. Wildcats temporarily winning the puck on the near side boards. Fitchburg pushing it back in. Shot through traffic, makes its way to Quinn. He's able to get the 5-hole shut. And the rebound spit down the ice by the Wildcats. And the whistle will blow for icing. Already the third game of the season for Fitchburg Monty Tech. Everything's going as planned for them, for the most part. Had one postponement, but they were able to replace that game that was postponed with another game, so they've played on every day that they've wanted to play at least. Started with that 2-2 tie against Bloomberg Air Shirley, then that 3-1 win last week against Littleton Bromfield. And they're going to make up that game they were going to have with Oakmont on the 9th on Monday morning. An 11 a.m. start, and we'll have that here for you on FATV as well. Robillard back to the zone end. Pass up from Salafia. Christian Rodriguez with a touch there. Red Raiders stuck in the neutral zone right now. Gardner pushes it down ice. Ray Thomas in pursuit. Thomas listed as a defenseman slash forward. Can play either position. Gardner only has 4 true defensemen on their roster of 25 players. Red Raiders back in their own end, passing around behind the net. Trying to create some space up ice. Pass out of the reach of Bolak. Back to the Gardner decor. They are rolling 2 lines on defense today. That's dumped in, paddled away by McCrillis. We'll give him the shot for that. 10 minutes gone in this contest, still no score. Gardner holding, tries to get the bad angle shot, not much going there. Behind the net, dug out by Robillard. Bolak holding now. They'll start to make their way up ice. In the middle of the changes, Colin Hines trying to split 2 defensemen. A lot of struggles there. Polak takes it on the half boards, moves it to the slot, gets the shot off. Quinn stretching out as far as he could. And he's slow to get up as well. Wildcats able to get it out of the zone, give him enough time to get back to his feet. Boy, he's stretched out and then some, though, to try to cut that far angle down. And he's still favoring him, still holding up there on that upper thigh. Hope he didn't pull something there. As the Red Raiders regain the zone. Polak, bad angle shot. Couldn't get the first one off. Second one, another chance. And Quinn on top of that, and he'll hold. 11:21 to go in the first half. Now the referee talking with Mark Quinn, trying to make sure he's okay. And he is not okay. That is not at all what this Wildcat team wanted to see there. Quinn's going to come off there. Might actually be a problem with the helmet. You can already see Matt Daigle getting his equipment ready. So we mentioned Quinn has been asked to do so much for this Gardner team last year, playing most of the games. Scott Frenier estimating he played about 85% of the ice time for this Wildcat squad. And playing as just an 8th grader, really trying to hold his own for this Gardner team that has struggled immensely on defense in recent years. Last year, they gave up 140 goals. That was 4th most in all of Massachusetts. The only teams that, okay, we do have a replay here. So let's have a look at what happened here. And you can see Quinn going down and stretching a lot on that shot. And with us set up here on the left side of the rink, we've had a chance to watch Quinn play a lot here in the opening going of this contest. And it looks like the stick might have also gotten the helmet up there as well, which might be leading to the equipment problems that he was having. So I was thinking maybe it was something, he pulled something with the leg there, but it looks like it was more the helmet getting a knock there. And so, at the end, it looks he'll be fit to continue. As Hall with a shot that goes off the stick in front. Now the Wildcats will try to skate it up the ice from Philip Quinn. First opportunity rejected to get into the zone. Matt Marshall dump it in. No icing there. This was in the vicinity of a Red Raider. They ruled that obtainable. Intercepted for a moment there by Gendron. Jaramillo's pass out of the reach. Moving around the boards, but that's going to go all the way down the ice. No icing there from the Gardner pass. Free line change for the Red Raiders. Hall with the intercept for Fitchburg Monty Tech. Around the boards, out of the reach of St. Peter. Hines picking up on the right side boards. Hines trying to protect. Look for the one-timer in front. There's another chance. Nice blocker save there by Quinn. Now another chance in front, and Quinn gets on top of that as well. Riley LeBlanc had the one-timer there for the Red Raiders. But Quinn able to get the blocker up and get the stop with 10:08 to go in the first half. Shots 12-3 in favor of the Red Raiders. They've not been able to stall Mark Quinn just yet. Looked like they dropped the puck before he was actually ready. And I can tell you from experience as a goaltender, you do not want to get shot in the back. All the protection's up in the front. There is very little there in the back. It was as painful as you can imagine. Two great chances there for the Red Raiders. Quinn able to stop both of them. Now another chance in front. And LeBlanc can't get it through. Like a strong block there by Ray Thomas. Right wing corner for the Red Raiders. Bolak just trying to protect. They find Hines. Nick Stone in the vicinity there for the Wildcats. To the far side, Pralasauskas. And moved up the ice, he still controls. Lost the handle on it for a moment. That's just enough to take it away. Now Hines, stretch on the right. Here's LeBlanc. 23-on-23 action there, but Matt Marshall standing up strong enough. Backhand chance save. Rebound, diving stop by Mark Quinn, a freshman standing strong for the Wildcats. Quinn is without his stick. Maverick Abishon with a shot. That's wide offline to the left. The Stone moves the stick to Quinn so that he can pick it up now, and the Wildcats will give him that time by getting it out of the zone. 16 saves for the freshman. Second-year freshman in goal for this Wildcat squad. Now Brassard with a bit of space. Lost the timing, backhand shot by Lenaberry. That's stopped by Quinn. Now out to the left side. Brassard can't get on top of that. Abishon. Push it along. On the right side, Wyatt Peters. Moves it around the boards. Now still protected there by Maverick Abishon. Lenaberry waits for it at the left point. Wines, fires through traffic. It goes just wide to the left. Quinn never moved. Down it goes for an icing. 7:59 to go in the first. But still no score with the shots now at 16-3. This Red Raider side has been swarming and buzzing, but have still unable to beat the keeper. These teams played twice last year. They are in the same conference. And Fitchburg Monty Tech won both meetings by the same scoreline, 8-0. The Red Raiders, a lot of players got points in that one. And finally, they get the first goal of the game. And it comes off the stick of Sam Jaramillo. He's got his first varsity goal, so on the 17th shot the Red Raiders take, they are on the board. Continues a streak of freshman goal scorers for the Red Raiders as well. As now the last 5 goals have been scored by freshmen. We're gonna have our first penalty of the game. As getting upended there was Jacob Bruno. Peters can't keep the hold on it. And now we'll get the touch and the penalty coming against Gardner. First power play of the game comes to the Red Raiders. It's going to the box. It's going to be Philip Quinn, senior defenseman. Comes with 7:38 to go in the first half. Now the Red Raiders already with the goal. Now we'll be looking for their second. Shot out in front, that's stopped by Quinn. Another shot, Quinn makes the stop there. A third shot and a glove save there. And they'll hold for a draw. A lot of great chances there for Fitchburg Monty Tech already at the start of this power play. Only 16 seconds off the clock on Philip Quinn's penalty. Red Raiders on the power play just 1 for 10 this season. Olak tried to go for the snipe there, but ends up not shooting the puck at all, just completely whiffs on it from the stop. You know he's going to be itching for another chance. That'll be dumped down the ice. The Curlis will settle in front. Now skating up the near side is Cooper Hall. Drop pass, Bolak. Top of the slot, gets the shot off. Goes wide offline. Juicy rebound off the boards. Red Raiders trying to get on top of that, but 2 Wildcats closing in. And Thomas able to clear it out to center. 55 to go on the power play. Hall, top of the left circle, drops for Bolak. They try that shot again. got what he wanted that time. Puts it right into the GHS on the front of Mark Quinn's jersey, and he'll hold for a draw. 44 seconds to go on the power play. Shots 19-3 in favor of the Red Raiders. Sent around the boards, hits the boards, and then goes off the netting to kill play there. Jackson Decker had the clearing attempt there. So the draw will come back here to the near side, to the right of Mark Quinn. 18 saves on the contest. Under 40 to go on the power play. This LeBlanc drops for Bolak, holding. Bolak trying to take the shot, cut down in the legs of Jonah Hostington. Bolak will get it back in the zone. Found a bit of space, got the shot off quickly, but it deflects off a stick and wide to the right. Jaramillo, his drop pass intercepted by Kyle Gendron. Red Raiders will scramble, only a few seconds left on the penalty. Out of the box is Philip Quinn. Gardner back to full strength. Hines dumped into the boards. Jaramillo trying to dig it out. Bolak as well. Looking for that centering touch in front. Couldn't get the clean shot off. And icing going to be called, as Gardner just dumping it down the ice to get the line change. In high school hockey, you can still change lines after an icing, and some teams will very much dump it down the length of the ice just to get those fresh legs on the ice. A strategy you cannot see replicated at the higher levels. Draw taken by the Red Raiders. Zach Boucher trying to push it up ice. Robillard just keeping that away, nudging it down the rink. Slafia lost a handle, backhand chance there out in front. Jackson Decker working. This will be floated into the Wildcats half of the ice. Centered looking for Broussard deep in the slot. Not much going there. And now Philip Quinn with the shot, goes off escape. Ricochets to the left. Battling for it there near the left point. Finally pushed out of the zone where Matt Marshall will collect for Gardner. Stretch pass is picked. Robillard into the zone, gets the shot off Quinn with the stop. Now Broussard, turnaround shot, saved by Quinn. Rebound by Rodriguez, sticked away by Quinn. The freshman from Murdoch standing strong in goal for this Wildcat side. Approaching 4 to go in this first half of play. Salafia gets the shot. A lot of bodies in front, couldn't get through them all. Broussard trying to regain the puck in the right dots. Let's spin around the boards to the near side. Gardner will try to push it out. As he goes back and forth over the blue line. Taken by Salafia, drops it off. On the far side. Comes out to Wiebe in the left corner. Wiebe. Bolak, quick turnaround pass. Well on the target, just couldn't get the delivery there. Robillard with the shot. That's punched away by Stone. Bolak trying to center it back into the slot. Intercepted by Gardner. They'll do what they can to relieve the pressure and concede another icing. 3:10 to go in the first half. 1-0 Red Raiders on a goal from Sam Jaramillo. His first varsity goal. 4 different Red Raiders have gotten their first varsity goals this season. Jacob Prudeau, Colin Hines, Cooper Hall, and Sam Jaramillo. Gardner had 6 skaters on the ice, can't do that. It's not 1912. Back when that was legal. Backhand chance, stopped by Quinn again. 24 saves already for the freshman netminder. Another shot blocked in front. Gardner just trying to clear it, dump it down ice again. Put it back into the Gardner end. They're going to have to pick that one up. This has no chance to get to the goal line. Golak trying to protect. But strong pressure from Thomas forces the dispossession. Brought up ice, Stevens. On the far side, the Red Raiders trying to make their way up. Wildcats doing what they can to stop Golak, then Hoistington. They're trying to hold him up as best they could. Now it's cut down in front. Just out of the reach of Bolak at the top of the paint. He'll get it back. Tries to send it across. One-timer. Quinn gets there. Hines trying to move it behind the net. 2 to go in the first half. Gardner holding on for dear life, it so seems. Hall able to take that one. Glove it out of the air. Tries to split 2 defenders. Lost the puck. Kills enough time while they execute the line change. Bruno collides there. There's a quick blast there. That goes high and wide. Hall just trying to pick up the loose change. Boucher with the stretch pass out of the zone for Decker. Decker up on the right side now. That's the top line out there for Gardner. Red Raiders will flush it out, quickly creating numbers. Shot. Stopped by Quinn with the toe of the pad. Salafia trying to hold it at the point, too much pressure. Bruno will recover, regain. Floated in. Mark Quinn will take no chances, quickly jumping on that one and holding for a draw. 58.5 to go in the first half. Think about how lopsided this game would be if Mark Quinn wasn't playing the game he was. 26 saves for the second-year freshman. So you mentioned Spencer McCrillis. A few years ago, he was in Quinn's shoes. Played 6 games as an 8th grader. Quinn was asked to do so much more as an 8th grader last season. Now some chances there, the shot, the goal! Beautifully held on there, and Max Bolak, showing off those game-breaker moves, gets the goal, and the Red Raiders lead 2-0. Let's have a look at it yet again. See Bolak win the puck there. And just as he was falling down, able to elevate it over the shoulders of Quinn and put it in the net with less than a minute to go. The Red Raiders with a 2-0 lead on Bolak's second goal of the season. Now right out in front, that's super dangerous for the Red Raiders. Almost had their third. The pass was behind Hines with 15 to go in the period. Hines gets another shot there from the left point. Check that wide. Peters got that shot. Quinn able to glove that one. Hold for a draw with 7.7 to go in the frame. We'll have a draw to the right of Quinn. 29-3 the shots here in this first half of play. Obviously, this Fitchburg side has acquitted themselves quite well. There's Hall trying to move around. Is there a chance for a centering pass? They get one off. But Bruno's shot can't beat the buzzer, and even if it had, it wouldn't have gone in because Gardner had that one shut down as well. So we get to the intermission. The shots heavily in favor of the Red Raiders, 29-3. The Wildcats just holding on for dear life, but excellent goaltending by their second-year freshman in Mark Quinn has kept this Wildcat side in the game. And it's 2-0 through 22.5 minutes of play. Sam Jaramillo got that goal with about less than 8 to go in the first half of play, getting his first varsity tally. And then Max Bolak, 7 minutes later, breaks that streak of freshman goal scorers The senior with his second of the campaign on a wonderful individual effort to make it 2-0. As the teams take their one intermission of the game, I think we'll do so as well. But before we do that, let's just have a quick look at that second goal. Again, we weren't able to bring it all the way to you, but you can see Max Bolak moving his darndest to dispossess that from the two Wildcats there. Just get that space towards goal, and then while falling down, elevates it under the crossbar to make it 2-0. Now you can see to the right of the Red Raider penalty box, that's where the Red Raiders will sit and chill for a little bit while they wait for new ice to be made. So again, let's take that break with the Zamboni out there as well. One half complete at the Veteran Skating Rink in Gardner. It's the Wildcats 0 and the Red Raiders 2. Watching Hockey Night in Gardner on FATV. We're back here at the Veteran Skating Rink in Gardner for Hockey Night in Gardner. The one true road game of the season for the Fitchburg Monty Tech Red Raiders, taking on the Wildcats of Gardner. And as we get ready to start this second half of play, the Red Raiders carry a 2-0 lead. Daniel Bolak here with you here on FATV with our wonderful crew here. Travis Falk in the truck, Robin Como directing, Nate Glennie and Matt Murdoch on camera. All here to bring you this contest. This is the first half of play, definitely in the Red Raiders' favor as we expected. Shots 29-4 in favor of the Red Raiders. But it took quite a while before they were able to break through from Sam Jaramillo, getting his first varsity goal, about 8 to play in the half, and then Max Bolak in the final minute of the first half, scoring unassisted there, and you see him talking with the referee. He got his second goal of the campaign on a nifty individual effort. Made it 2-0. That's the scoreline we have right now. 27 saves from Mark Quinn, the Wildcat keeper to our left. 4 saves for the former Wildcat keeper, Spencer McCrillis, to our right. These two teams will skate in the same direction they did in the first half. That's one of those COVID changes. So Gardner will remain defending the net to our left, while Fitchburg Monty Tech will still be defending the net to our right. Left to right, Gardner goes in the home white uniforms with black numbers in orange stripes. And right to left will go the Red Raiders in the crimson red uniforms with white numbering and trim. And we are underway here in this second half of play. Gardner pushing it into the zone quickly. Red Raiders just swarming to stop them there. Now Bolak settles, moves it out to Hines. Offside's called. Someone just a bit jumpy over the line there. The shots on goal numbers that you see at the top of your screen are official, taken directly from the scoreboard here. Even though there are actually no spots on the scoreboard here at the Veteran Skating Rink for shots on goals, we do have them. They are keeping count. And to think, if this was a regular game played with fans in attendance and all of that, the shots on goal numbers that you see on the screen would be for your eyes only. Red Raiders will dump it in. Quinn watching the dump and seeing the bounce off the boards, taking no chances there, covering down that post. And we did see a goal last week where it was shot in from the neutral zone, went off the boards, off the keeper and in. So Quinn going to watch out for that, not be fooled by the ricochets off the end boards. That's right out in front. All the time in the world there for the Red Raiders. Couldn't quite get the shot they were looking for. Backhanded around to the near side. Thomas trying to pull it off the boards. And now here's Hines. Hines out in front, out of the reach of Bolak. He'll get it back anyway. Thomas not giving him the space to shoot. We'll go to the left wing corner. Hines. Not getting the space to pass. And Drew St. Peter carries it out of the zone, trying to find Jonah Hoistington. On the near side, stretch pass, knocked down by St. Peter. And Nick Stone pushing it off the boards. No icing to be called here. Robillard will be the first to arrive for Jacob Pruno. Pass back intercepted for a brief moment, but now taken by the Red Raiders as they transition up ice. Here's Jaramillo. Had the opening goal in this contest. Cooper Hall. Back for Jaramillo. Now here's Hall in front, back in. One-timer, score! Tic-tac-toe passing, and Jacob Pruno keeps his goal streak alive. His team leading third of the season. That'll make it a 3-0 game. That coming just 2 minutes and 7 seconds into the period. And look at the sharp passing here. All had it settled down, and Pruno just waiting on the doorstep to put it home. So 3-0, Red Raiders in front. Pruno scored against LAS, he scored against Littleton Bromfield, he's now scored against Gardner. The freshman opening his varsity career with 3 goals from 3 games. Really exciting to see out of the young freshman. A lot of great freshmen on this Red Raider squad this year. As Quinn gloves that. They'll get him up to 30 saves on the contest. Exactly 20 minutes to go in the game. The Red Raiders lead by a score of 3-0. That one deflected towards goal. Quinn gets on top of that and covers that for another draw with 4 seconds ticking off. Last year when the Wildcats played Fitchburg Monty Tech, in those 2 games combined, they were able to get 30 shots on target. 16 in the first, 14 in the second. The Red Raiders used each of their goalies to get the shutouts there. Spencer McCurlis in the first one, Garrett Johnson in the second. The Gardner doing their darndest to try to keep the Red Raiders off the board. As we mentioned, both those games ended 8-0. But this year, in the first of 2 meetings, it's just 3-0. Still a bit of hockey to be played. There's a one-timer in front, caught in the leg. Hall trying to backhand it towards goal, just cannot get good wood on it. Good stick work there by Matt Marshall, preventing him from getting a great chance there. A jam shot there, Quinn not allowing that to pass. It's spit down the length of the ice, and it'll go for icing. You'll notice the Gardner logo in the top left corner. Not only has that stylized Green Bay Packers, there's G there for Gardner, but there are 3 other logos in there for Narragansett, Quabbin, and Murdoch in counterclockwise order. The 4 teams that come together to make up this Gardner Wildcat hockey team. 25 players on the Wildcat roster. Because of the short length of the rink here, it's quite possible teams are allowed to dress as many as they would like, because the bench is obviously not terribly large as well. It's one of the challenges both teams have to deal with. Ryan Lenaberry holding on the near side for Tyler Broussard. The left wing corner, Lucas Wiebe with the shot. Tried to hit the bad angle. That one stopped by Quinn. Cleared all the way down. Bruno will protect. Feed from Olak. Comes into into the zone. Drops pass for the one-timer. Trying to feed Riley LeBlanc, but he whiffs on the one-timer. Marshall try to clear it down the boards. Will do that. They'll go all the way down to the goal line for icing. 17:34 to go in the second half. Of the 25 players on the Gardner side, 8 of them coming from Murdoch, 7 from Gardner, 7 from Narragansett, and 3 from Quabbin. The most notable being Zach Boucher, an alternate captain. And Mark Quinn in goal, a Murdoch Blue Devil, typically. Battling on the far side. Salafia with the shot. Just getting his toe on that one was Quinn. Far side, Sean Lapointe. Another Quabbin student bringing that up. But now the Red Raiders are 3-on-2. Bolak trying to take the shot. Deflects off the stick, but ends up becoming a sketchy pop-up. Quinn able to track it and grab for a draw. 17:05 to go in this second half. Shots 8-0 in this period of play. Draw one by the Red Raiders. Salafia couldn't stick it down. Have to go all the way down, pick that one up. Now Riley LeBlanc drops for Bolak. Space, time, gets the shot blocked in front. And Colin Hines trying to move it from backhand to forehand, just couldn't quite make the transition. Quinn able to jump on that. Stop any further danger. Draw one by the Red Raiders. Peter's backhand chance. That's Bolak taking the backhand there, so you have to expect a lot of pace even with that. Quinn able to get that one stopped as well. Red Raiders' next game, as we mentioned, will be on Monday the 18th. Less than 48 hours from now. So they'll be taking on the Oakmont Spartans. That'll be an 11 a.m. puck drop from the Wallace Civic Center. Now trying to hit those fancy passes. Can't quite get the finishing touch they need. That's floated all the way down into the Red Raider end. Out to the red line it'll go. There's Boucher. Backhands it in the direction of goal. Paddled down by McCrillis. He'll hold for a draw. McCrillis' first save in quite a while. Give him 2 for that. As we mentioned, the shots on goal that you see on your screen are official. As kept by the timekeeper, you can see on the right of your screen there for that moment. The near side, Jaramillo. Hops over a stick for Gendron. Now cross ice pass for Andrew St. Peter. But taken away by the Red Raiders. As Cooper Hall tries to protect. Alasowskis takes it for the Wildcats. Spits it down the ice for Abishan. To take Jaramillo. Down the zone, Hall. Puck stopped in the slot. Gendron will knock it out, or Abishan will collect. Scrimmage forward on the near side boards. One by the Red Raiders. Lucas Wiebe gains the blue, gets the shot off. Punched away with the glove by Mark Quinn. Think about a jam shot for a moment, but they'll think better of it instead. Lena Berry. Now for Wiebe. Wiebe can't get the initial shot. Go to the right point. Touch pass intercepted and spit down the ice. Icing will be called. Oakmont is hoping that they'll finally have their first game in the books. They're playing Grand Dunstable today. A Of the 8 teams in pod number 2, only 4 have gotten games in. With Lunenburg Air Shirley the most effective at that thus far with 3. LAS are 2-0-1. This Gardner team, their next game is going to be Wednesday. They're going to be taking on Leominster. Leominster played Lunenburg Air Shirley last week, and that game went very badly for the Blue Devils. They lost 9-2. Trying to split the 2 defenders there was Broussard. Couldn't get in position to get the shot off. Robillard will dump in, but badly delayed offsides. Everybody's got a tag. Everybody does tag now. That pass misses everybody for Gardner. Only 2 shots on target in this second half of play, just 6 in total. Hines across, off a stick, can't be settled. Spit down the ice. That one turned towards goal, and McCrollis with the stop there. Jackson Decker had the one there for Gardner. From the stats that the TNG were able to track last season, the leading point scorer returning for Gardner is Zach Boucher. He had 5 points, 2 goals, and 3 assists. There were a few games missing. In fact, a third of the goals that Gardner scored last year are missing from the stats. The players may be better than they appear. Phil Quinn trying to gain the zone, but a lot of pressure there from the Red Raiders. They'll transition back, and this is Bolak. As that one knocked off a stick and it ricochets all the way down the ice. McCrollis will settle. 13 to go in this contest. The Red Raiders lead by 3. Bolak in the zone, trying to feed Riley LeBlanc. LeBlanc just can't get the clean finish there, and it goes wide to the right. As touched on the way, McCrollis will go out, play it along the boards, keep it away from the Wildcats. Turn around from a bad angle. McCrollis has that one. He'll drop behind the net for Bolak to carry out. A give and go, and he'll carry it up ice. Still going, Max Bolak still going to goal! Tripped up! Couldn't get the finish because of the trip. We will have a penalty for that. And the Red Raiders will get their second power play of the game with 12:22 to go in the second half. Nick Stone goes to the box, but it's a penalty he very much had to take. Look at the replay there. Goes down, just tries to play the puck away. Bolak, he'd gotten Quinn beaten there. He just couldn't finish the backhand chance. A tremendous individual effort again. Just tearing down the ice, beating just about everybody. And if not for the trip, it would easily have been 4-0. But instead, the Red Raiders will have their second power play of the contest. Just wasn't clear enough to get the penalty shot, as he was still getting around the defender when he was making the moves. Come to the near side corner where Bolak will settle behind the net. Under a bit of pressure, tries to find Hall. Stick gets caught up in there. The Red Raiders have trouble turning the shot towards goal, but they'll keep control of the puck. Jaramillo, right side one-timer, flubbed a little bit by Pruno. We'll have a whistle here. With 11:38 to go in the second half of play. 1:16 to go on the Red Raider power play. Throw will come outside the zone. Another look at this Gardner coaching staff. Wins have been so hard to come by for this Wildcat program. In the 2000s, they were one of the more powerful teams in Central Mass. The 2010s have just been a decade to forget. But here's Bolak with a lot of space, gets the shot off, and he gets the goal. Power play goal for the Red Raiders, second of the game for Max Bolak, and it's 4-0. Rings off the iron in true for the senior. So it is now 4. Pushed across to the far side. The Red Raiders will swing it around. Christian Rodriguez on the near side. Just to find Wiebe. Now Broussard with a shot that goes off the backside of a Wildcat and spit down the ice. And it goes for icing. The last time that Gardner made the postseason was 2009. They made it to the Central Division III semifinals, where they were upset by 7-seed Hudson in overtime. Haven't been back in the postseason since. Interestingly, one of the teams they co-op with right now, Murdoch, back when they had ice hockey, they actually made it more recently in 2010. But numbers have just been such a challenge to collect for Gardner. The co-op with the teams up here in northwest Worcester County, essentially necessary to keep the program alive. It's good there's still interest at these schools for hockey, just not enough to ice your own team. Trying to go out there with 7, 8 players, that's just way too challenging. We approach 10 to go in this contest. 4-0, the Red Raiders in front. Max Bolak with 2 goals on the night. The shot that's gloved down by McCrillis. They cleared down the length of the ice. Will come all the way to Quinn, and oh boy. Fortunately for him, the Red Raiders were in the middle of a line change. I've done that before in goal. It is a bit embarrassing, but fortunately, he had the time to recover and recollect. The times that I've done that, I did not have the time to recover and recollect. Abishon with the shot. Flutters wide to the left. Prudeau try to pick it up on the far side for Wyatt Peters. Around the boards to the near side for Gendron. We'll try to race this one down. Red Raiders trying to prevent the Wildcats from getting a good shooting opportunity off. Jaramillo spitting it down the ice. Overskated there by Prudeau, turned over. Hall trying to backhand it through the legs of Matt Marshall. That didn't quite work out. A lot of pace on that shot from the point. Now settled down in front. Hall going to go for the wraparound, lost it off his stick. He'll recollect in the right wing corner. Wildcats will move it out to the near side. Peters trying to move it along. Gendron taking it away. Could very much be numbers for Gardner here. Gendron up the right side. He gets the shot off McCrillis with the stop. Now another backhand chance. That goes off a foot in front. They'll get McCrillis up into double-digit saves. .28 saves in a row now, going back to his last contest. 8:05 to go in the second, and a stoppage play. They could hit a player who was coming off the ice. The bench door was closed, probably would have hit the boards. It wasn't. The player was in the middle of a legal line change. No issues with too many men there, just a matter of getting caught up there and forces the draw. The reset play. Jason Igman lurking around there for Gardner, having trouble to do much with it. Marshall trying to feed Igman. Bolak in the zone. Hines gets a shot out of the reach of Quinn, out of the reach of the net as well. Couldn't be kept in. Bolak loves that down, but the offside was in effect. Not deliberate, they'll rule, so just a regular offsides. Face-off will come just outside the Wildcat end. Stone backhanded around the boards to the far side. Broussard shrugs off the hit there. Shot from the right point, and Mark Quinn tracking that all the way. He'll make the stop with 7:03 to go. 4-0 Red Raiders in front. Max Bolak with 2. Jermillo and Pruno with the other ones. In both games last year against Gardner, Bolak had 2 goals. And he's done that yet again for this Red Raider side. I didn't go back to the years before to see if he's got that streak continuing on. But that's 3 straight games that he's scored 2 goals against Gardner. And perhaps maybe that streak's gone on for a little more. Just didn't do as much research on that one. Didn't think that would come into play. 6:45 to go in this contest. Gardner would be quite happy if they could come away with a goal. Try to beat their old netminder and Spencer McCrillis. Scrummaging forward on the near side, Lucas Wiebe comes up with it. Wiebe will take the shot. Look to Broussard, didn't like the passing lane. Decided to take the chance, shoot right on goal, and Quinn with the stop. 38 saves for the freshman netminder. Was the starting keeper for his side as an 8th grader last year. And that experience has proven valuable to this side. Keeping it quite respectable at 4-0. With the side outshot 42-11. In the 2 games they played last year, 43-16 was the shots in the first meeting. The other meeting, the shots were 48-14. So admittingly, this is sort of on target compared to years past, or at least the year past. Offside against the Red Raiders. The other 2 netminders on this Gardner team, both freshmen as well, Cohen Vayu and Matt Daigle. Daigle wearing number 30, Vayu wearing number 2, which is something you don't see very often in North America. In the Czech Republic and Slovakia, it is not unusual to give number 2 to a goaltender, although it does seem weird. In the NHL, number 2 traditionally a defenseman's number. In fact, I believe no forward has worn number 2 in the NHL since the 30s. Something I remember reading one time. As Pruno tries to get the one-timer on. Strong pressure there from Thomas, preventing him from getting the clean chance. Gendron taking it off the stick of Robillard. Now Marshall here on the near side, skating up the center of the ice. All by himself, gets the shot off. A lot of pace on that one, but put it high over the crossbar. The way McCrillis reacted there, I don't think he was expecting it to go that quickly. I wasn't either. It's going to be icing against the Red Raiders. Would not be in college, would not be in the NHL, but no touch icing in effect. The pass always out of the reach of Colin Hines. Might not have even been icing at the Civic Center. Since, as we mentioned, 15 less feet between the blue lines here at the Veteran Skating Rink in Gardner. Many of these rinks around the state built with the same blueprints, like David Rink in Marlborough, the Hetland Skating Arena in New Bedford. All of them the same design, basically. There are several other examples in the state as well. Some of them have a couple of different, slight differences in the way that they're set up. I think Oregon and Auburn, that's another one. Pofone Arena on Lake Ave in Worcester. That one's set up just a little bit differently, but a lot of similar rink designs. These rinks all built, I believe, around the 70s, built with the short dimensions in mind. After all, the Boston Garden was a short rink too. And that was really before the 200 feet standard came into play. Gardner trying to turn a shot towards goal. Red Raider defense getting in the way of that. Under 4 to go in this game. Bolak looking for a hat trick. Thinking about coming out in front for a backhand chance. Turns around, gets the shot off. Stopped by Quinn, rebound. And LeBlanc puts it wide to the left. Bolak has it back in the corner. Biding his time. Finds LeBlanc. Goes back to Bolak behind the net. Centers for Hines. Pass received on the wrong side of the stick. Has to pass it off. There's a shot from the right point. Quinn makes the stop there and holds for the draw. It's another thing I'm impressed about with Mark Quinn's play today is that he's done very well with his rebound control. Not a lot of second chance opportunities, as the rebounds have been ricocheting that hard off his pads. 41 saves for the freshman netminder. Very much keeping his squad in it. There's another chance at point blank range from Lucas Wiebe on the backhand. Quinn stuffs that one as well. That one knocked away by McCrillis. He's got his 12th save of the contest. Quinn's number of saves equaling the meaning of life. Under 3 to go in this contest. The Red Raiders holding on to a healthy 4-0 lead. As Abishon on the near side, dispossessed, spit down the ice by Zach Boucher, trying to feed Jackson Decker. One defenseman back there is one of the 3 captains for the Red Raiders, and Peter Stevens, and he got there first. Gardner with 8 shots in this second half. The Red Raiders with 17. The Red Raiders with the same score line in this second half as they got in the first. 2 goals. 121 ticks of the clock remaining. Another icing against Gardner. I'm really curious to see how that Gardner-Leominster game is going to go on Wednesday. Gardner graduated about 12 boatloads worth of seniors, and based on having watched them a little bit against Lunenburg Ayer Shirley, I don't think they did a terribly good job replacing them. Of course, that Blue Devil team, young enough to try to make me eat my words, but when we get that rivalry on ice game between Leominster and Fitchburg a bit down the line, I'm going to be curious to see how well Leominster can hang. When those 2 teams played each other last year, it was a 5-1 win for Leominster. Doesn't look like they would be winning that one by 5-1 this year, based at least on that 1-game sample size. There's a shot snapped there by Philip Quinn, but McCrillis will get the stop there and hold on now. 84 ticks of the clock remaining. The Gardner defense doing more to make it respectable. I mean, the shots on goal are about where they were the last couple of years. But again, 42 saves for the freshman netminder. Playing quite well in goal as he watches on there. Tire blown there as they cross the blue line. Now pushed towards goal. And Mark Quinn again takes no chances. Number 33 in white with the cover. Now down to 74 seconds left. Again, Fitchburg Monty will be back in action on the 18th. We'll be taking on Oakmont for an 11 a.m. puck drop. Eat your lunch with FATV and watch some hockey at the same time. What better deal can you get than that? It's LeBlanc's turnaround backhand shot can't go anywhere. Brought out to the red line. Under a minute to go. Hines regains the zone on the left side. Thomas battling with him. Here's LeBlanc cutting out in front, gets the shot off. And Quinn with the stop, and he covers it with the blocker. LeBlanc slaloming around the defense to get that shot on, and Quinn quickly getting down there to band the hatches. 39.2 left. Draw knocked out of the zone, and the defense will converge. Peters backhands it into the zone. Now across. Olak trying to hold and protect. 25 to go. Shot through traffic, goes wide to the left of the Gardner cage. Here's Bolak, top of the slot, gets the shot off, saved by Quinn. Down to 10 seconds to go. Fitchburg just looking for one more. A few seconds left. Shot goes off the side of the net, brings the iron a little bit. Really bad angle shot. Trying to go for the bank at the end. But Quinn holding that one down, gets the stop there, and that brings an end to the game. The Fitchburg Monty Red Raiders take it by a score of 4-0. As Spencer McCrillis gets the clean sheet there for the Red Raiders. Over a dozen saves on the contest. Meanwhile, Gardner, for a team that lost both their games 8-0 against this Fitchburg Monty Tech side last year, to come back and hold the Red Raiders to 4, I think was quite impressive. And I think it all started, you can all count on the goaltending there from the freshman Mark Quinn. Over 40 saves in the contest. An excellent job done in goal by the keeper to try to keep his side in it, but again, the Red Raider defense just a bit too much there. And it was quite difficult for the Wildcats to get that much in terms of great scoring opportunities. I think Fitchburg Monty Tech really happy with the outcome of this. Maybe they wanted a few more goals, but nonetheless, to get 4 on the board, that's nice to see. And to get another win in the books, that's nice to see as well. So again, thanks to our wonderful crew here, Robin Como directing today. And there I am on the camera there, Travis Falk. And you see the little setup I had as well. This monitor was very handy, especially when the puck was on the right side. Travis Falk doing all the technical stuff. Nate Glennie, Matt Murdoka on camera today. Nate's holding the camera that you see right now. You can barely see any of my face. Workers Credit Union, Health Alliance, Unitil, Minuteman Press, Research Results, Hub International, the Sentinel and Enterprise, Fitchburg State University, and Rollstone Bank and Trust are underwriters that make all FATV remote productions possible. And so I think that's about it here from the Veterans Skating Rink here in Gardner. The final score here from Gardner on this special edition of Hockey Night in Gardner. It was the Gardner Wildcats 0 and the Fitchburg Monty Tech Red Raiders 4. So for everyone here, our wonderful crew here at FATV, I'm Daniel Bolak saying thank you for tuning in. And until next time, so long from Gardner. How did I flub that one?